All right. I am here today with Jody Jeline, who is a wellness coach who specializes in mindset and health. And I am so excited to ask her a question that I know is up for just about everybody, if you're human and you're struggling, and that is fear. Jody, I'm wondering if you could share your perspective on why we let fear get in the way of going for our biggest dreams in life.
Mm. Yes, fear is a big one. And fear is like what happens is we are afraid, right, of being rejected. We're afraid
Yep.
of being judged. We're afraid of looking bad. So those are the things that hold us back. And so if you think, and the reason that we have fear, okay, it's all, if we really take fear and just kind of look at it, look at, okay, what is fear?
Mhm.
Why do we have that? Why are we afraid of that? Like how, so it's really how our brains work. So how our brains work is we're wired to keep ourselves safe. We're wired, if you go back to the caveman days, like if you were like shunned from the community, because that's
Sure.
looking bad, the rejection.
Yeah.
If you're shunned from the community and you're kicked out, you literally like would die. You could be eaten by a
Mhm.
saber tiger or a dinosaur, whatever, like it's not safe to be alone. We're meant to be connected in a community. And which Tara's in my community, which is how I met her. She's amazing. But we're meant to be together, and so we tend to kind of do things alone. And when we get in our fear, we pull back, and we sometimes think we're the only ones that are in that fear. And we don't really know how to get out of that fear. But psychologically, we're there to keep us safe. So
Mhm.
if you want to go for your dreams and you want to maybe ask your boss for a raise, or you want to get a new client if you're a business owner and you're afraid, it's just to keep you safe.
I love that. Yeah, that's so powerful what you're saying. Like, you're making me think of how we call it our comfort zone,
Yes.
but really there's nothing comfortable about living in that place. It's a familiar place, it's not a comfortable place. And it's so important that if we really want to go for our dreams, that we find ways to get out of that caveman mind, that your reptilian brain, whatever we want to call it, because everything that we desire and are dreaming of is really on the other side of that.
Yeah,
So I'm so grateful for people like you who are supporting women. Or is it men you work with too, or just women?
I have. Yes. Yes.
Okay,
But
supporting
mostly
people with
women.
their wellness
Yes.
goals.
Yes.
Yeah,
And really,
totally.
the reason you're desiring something, it's like life is steering you in a certain direction. And that's why you can't get rid of that angst, like that, that's
Mhm.
gnawing at you to keep doing what you're meant to be doing. You're being pushed in that direction for a reason. And then fear comes up. So then the next question is, hey, how do we get past the fear, right? That's the thing. Like, how do we get past this fear? Okay, I
Right.
get we have fear. What do we do now? And so there's actually several ways to get past the fear, and I'll just cover one right now because this is a short interview.
Yeah.
But one of the ways to get past the fear is like, well, let me speak into this first. Like, so we have like a threshold, and here's where we see ourselves. And so we're doing good. We have amazing days, and then we kind of, we're here, and things are going amazing in our life, and then we can't seem to like get past this threshold because that's what we believe about ourselves, our self-worth, our
Mhm.
self-value, and we can't seem to get past that. So breaking through that fear will that's what gets you past that. And so if you're in fear, the only way to get here, like you want to get here, the only way to get here, you have to go into the fear. It
Mhm.
sucks. I get it. And but that is the only access to your freedom is fear, is going through the fear. So you're here, so here's fear hitting you, boom, boom, boom. Okay. So one of the ways, because what you need to do is you want to start rewiring your brain. You want to pivot, like, so you're like going in this direction, and because this is your comfort zone, this is what you've always done, you're going in this direction, that's a safe direction to go in. But you actually want to go here, because what's there, that's your dream. Your dream is right over here. Okay, and you're going this way. So what you need to do is pivot. Okay, so pivoting starts to rewire your brain. Okay, and you're saying, well, yeah, okay, right, it's too scary, I don't want to pivot. Here's how you do that. You take one little baby step, like one baby step, and then that starts to get comfortable. So you're like here, and then you do another step, and then you get here, and then you do another step, and and sometimes you'll take leaps, because you'll have days where you're just fired up and you're boom, you develop a new comfort zone. So that's like, it's like doing something different than you normally do, because if you keep doing what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. Okay.
Right.
And so if you shift that and do something different, that's what gives you access to freedom and that dream that you would have here. Now, it's not easy to do it alone, which is why actually Tara and I are both coaches. That's why having support, having a coach and getting support to help you to actually know what steps to take and to hold your hand along the way, because we all need a hand holding. We all need that support. I got that support. I know Tara's gotten that support. Like, this is what we do
Totally
to grow into our dream of being amazing coaches, right? So getting that support is huge, because you can't do life alone. And like I said, Tara and I, we met in a leadership course, and like, we support each other, and that's what's giving us access to even go further into our dream. So
totally.
yeah.
And I want to say, as somebody who knows you and has really witnessed you leaning into your fears and having huge breakthroughs, that you're an amazing coach who is really going to be able to offer that to your clients. Because I think it's hard to stand in something if you haven't done it yourself. And I've consistently witnessed you saying, here's my fear, here's the breakthrough I'm going to have. And that's really inspiring. And I totally get how inspirational you are for your clients, and what a joy it must be to work with you. So yeah, thank you so much for this wisdom that you're sharing, Jody. I really love it. It's like so timely too with the 4th of July. It's like, if we really want to have independence, then the path there is really to get the support we need, to lean into our fears so that we can get out of our comfort zone and have the kind of breakthroughs we want to have in our wellness. But it's so hard to do it alone. I know I recently lost 10 pounds, and it required a lot of, support and mindset shifts. And if you're watching this, I don't know what your thing is, but there's a place, I'm sure, where you're desiring a change and a breakthrough and some freedom and liberation. And yeah, I think you're an awesome human being, woman, and coach.
Thanks, Tara. And yes, I live it. I really do. So the health, the mindset, all of it. And that's because I'm going there. And
totally.
So, yeah. Going after what I want and working and facing the fear head on. And it's not always easy, of course, right? You have the breakdowns and you have the breakthroughs, but that's those breakthroughs give you access, or breakdowns give you access to those breakthroughs. And that's one thing that I work with my people with too. So I won't go on about that, but that's
you're awesome.
Thanks.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom today for people who are ready to move past their fears and get support so they can have those breakthroughs.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks so much, Tara. Okay. Bye, everyone.